that'll work. There's my mic. What's going on, chat? How y'all feeling today? Welcome back to the Hood to Hooded podcast. Can I get some hearts in the chat if you can hear me? Can I get a sound check, please? Okay, it seems like y'all can hear me. Let me just make sure. Because nothing is worse than talking when the mic ain't on. Oh, the mic ain't on. What's going on with my mic? Dang, my mic is not working. TikTok, so hopefully y'all can hear me. I think my mic finally died on me. Like, how is that even possible? Dang, that really sucks. So I hope y'all can hear me. Hey, that really sucks. Alright, so welcome back to the Hood to Hooded podcast. I'm your host, Dr. Chiefess Sunflower. Now, OCO, because I've been saying it a little wrong. OCO to my Niji, to my melanated copper tone beings. OCO to the kind people in the world. The people waking up with a good spirit and positive vibes. Let me know if y'all can hear me on TikTok. My mic died, so I don't even know if y'all can hear me or not. But we're gonna keep the show rolling because we gotta keep it rolling. I am wearing my AI glasses. You can shop these in the TikTok shop. The link is down below. Also with my thinking cap, because it's time to think about how we view money in the hood. Let's get into it. But before we get into it, let's just do a vibe check. Tap those hearts. Let me know how you feeling this morning or this evening, depending on where you're watching from. It's been a busy week for me as a dentalpreneur, just trying to keep the dream alive. And I really hate that my mic is not working. Because, like, what? It really sucks, guys. Let's try it again, because I just don't give up that easy. What is going on? What if I turn it around? So I guess I'll be ordering a different mic from the TikTok shop because this one ain't cutting it. It died in less than a freaking year. Thanks, Mike. Gosh darn it. Alright, anywho. So, I mean, I've been seeing a lot going on the news with everything. The economy is a mess right now. It really is a mess right now, so we're going to talk about it. So today is Transformational Tuesday, where we want to transform our mindset in how we think about life and always be in the mindset to leveling up. Okay. If you're watching on TikTok and you come in the room, even if you're leaving, just tap the hearts if you can hear me, because I need to know if y'all can hear me. Can you hear me? Someone tap the hearts. Can you hear me? Otherwise, I need to turn this thing off and come back. I don't know. I don't know if y'all can hear me or not. Do I need to start it over? Someone let me know. Where my TikTok riders at, man? Can y'all hear me? Maybe y'all can't hear me. So I'll end this. I don't know. I don't know. Maybe, okay, let's see. All right, anywho, let's dive into the topic. Good morning. Well, happy sunrise, we'll say. OCO to the Niji. I am your host, Dr. Cheapest Sunflower, and this is going to be a powerful topic about money myths that keep the Niji communities broke. Okay? So if you're ready to dive in, let me get some chats. I mean, not some chats. Some emojis in the chat. Let's get some emojis in the chat. If this is your first time catching me live, hello. How you doing? How you feeling? How you feeling? Hopefully you feeling good, feeling great. So to many of us, we inherit so many myths about money. So we're going to keep this stream light. Drop your questions, your thoughts in the chat. Let me know how you feeling. Let's get it active. Tap those hearts if you watching, so that we can attract more like-minded people. The purpose of the Hood to Hood podcast is to connect with other people around the world, especially the Niji community, to enlighten us, help us go from hood to hooded, and just to really reach out to the youth and let them know that their dreams are an emergency. Like literally, you should be thinking about your best life every day and actually living your best life every day. Showing gratitude for another day, just for some shit to change. All it takes is one day for your life to change. Okay? Just one day. Just one day, my Niji. That's all it takes. Okay? So let's break some of these money myths. Oh, I gotta keep an eye on my phone because I got like an order from Walmart. I gotta get. Alright. Well, I'm back on the TikTok. So let's open our day with some gratitude and not a lot of attitude. Because it's easy to have a lot of attitude. So we weren't born to just survive on leftovers. No, we weren't. We were born to circulate prosperity, guys. So connect it to your week. This thought that you were born to, thrive with prosperity, and not a mindset that is not elevating you or us. So we talk a lot about the historical trap of colonization. I'm trying to get my music right. Let's turn it down a little bit. The historical trap and how colonization and forced dependence shape economic psychology. Because that's a thing. Economic psychology. What does that sound like? Economic psychology. We know that the world is going through an economic crisis. I wouldn't say the world, but the only thing I can really speak of is America. The government is going through an economic crisis because I don't know what they got going on. They just can't, you know. But we know how colonization, it was born from evil and a lot of nothingness. And this forced the Niji to depend on the government, a lot of them, but not all of us. So that can shape how you view the world, money, and it helps to develop your economic psychology. When you come from the hood like me, you can see things from two perspectives. Granted, I'm still trying to be successful, achieve generational curse breaking wealth. Still on a journey to that. But where I come from, colonization, the things you see, the propaganda, all of the news, this shapes your economic psychology. It shapes how you view money, right? It shapes how you view money. So when you think about, a lot of people say, oh, underserved communities are the melanated community, the black, the Niji, which I will say, we've had our land stolen. We've been forced to do labor, redlining, denial of credit, black codes, all of these different things are definitely, most certainly, absolutely, yes indeed, the historical trap. So that shapes the psychology off rip. That's why you call it a generational curse. That's why it's how your mind thinks, your mindset, the psychology behind how you view money. When you are intentionally denied things in history, we're talking about history, and even now, all the way up until now, but it started back in the day from thieves stealing something that don't belong to them and then using that to control people who don't belong to them. Once you control the people, once you control the land, you control the psychology of that mind and of that person and of that community and the way they view money, especially as the generations go on. People wouldn't believe that Black Wall Street, which we know, the Niji, we know that's Niji. Like, that's American, Indian, indigenous, autochthonous, melanated, copper tone inhabitants of Turtle Island, right? But back in those days, even with all the war and the denial and the segregation, places like Black Wall Street still hold the record for the amount of time the money moved in the community. But guess what? The ideology of colonization didn't like that. They didn't like that the people who were supposed to be on the bottom, when they unify, they're easily, I'm not talking about with a struggle, they are easily gonna outdo you. This is in basketball. This is in sports, track. This is in the Olympics. This is in finances. This is in all areas. In education. That's why there is an intention to hold the Niji back by giving them less opportunity, giving them less education, even in high school. I feel like it's a grand time to teach high schoolers who always trying to fucking make money. I got nieces and nephews who always trying to fucking get money. They want to make money, and I was that little kid, but nobody ever told me, you know what? You so young, you know how to go and do some hair. Go learn how to put it in the stock. Nobody ever told me these opportunities exist where I can learn about money. That's all kids want. then they wouldn't have to beg. They'd know how to go get it for themselves. They wouldn't be stuck in these economic, historical traps from something that isn't even their fault. Thank you for getting the #1 gifter badge, Lucy Lloyd. And tapping the hearts. So that's all they want. But the way history has been redlining all of the atrocious things that have tried to prevent us from prevailing, we still prevail through it all. That should tell you the type of resilience, the type of amazing goodness that's in your DNA when it comes to the economic psychology of money. But we talk about Black Wall Street again, how when that happens, and then you have a community of dentists, doctors, news journalists, medical doctors, engineers, architects, plumbers, locksmiths, mechanics, auto mechanics, builders. You have agriculturalists, farmers. You have this community of thriving people where their money just circulating. And I think they held a record for circulation of their money like over 100 days in that community. But you know how jealousy creeps in. Woof, woof, woof. What's up, Dentist Dragon? What's up, Clifford 2000 fan? Welcome to the building. So y'all know it wasn't a lack of intelligence. So some of us feel like it's a lack of intelligence. No, intelligence is something that's innate in you. Society kills the intelligence of the youth by dumbing them down, not teaching them money, and not really getting them prepared to go into the world. Their whole goal is, if you don't know, when you go to a school that is sponsored, funded by colonists, which is most public schools, because they teach pseudo history. They don't teach ancestry. They don't teach financial literacy. They don't teach the stock market. They don't teach these things about money and real estate when kids want to know this shit. If in high school, high school pretty much came easy to me when I was in the regular classes. So they put me in the advanced classes. And then I excelled in the advanced classes. So they wanted to put me in the IB classes. And it just got harder and harder about subjects that I needed to go to dental school. I had to take these hard ass classes. But what I'm saying is I could have at least took something with financial literacy because I was interested in it. I was already going to work trying to make money. So that's the historical trap, by blocking the mind out of knowing about these things early, so you go into a workforce labor life, which is the plan after high school, because you then don't have time to pursue your dream no more. You then don't have time to even think about getting up speaking affirmations to yourself, because you thinking about getting to work on time, the co-workers and the boss, and you don't have time to think about your dream. Your life is consumed with work. And then a little time you do have off you just want peace. So that is the historical trap. It's the setup. And a lot of people fell for the setup. They fell for the forced dependence because it was forced. And this will shape how we view our economic psychology. Okay? So let's get into oh, hold on. I gotta check my we good. So let's get into the 10 money myths that keep needy communities broke. Y'all can put it in the comments if you want. You can write them down and see if this is something that is impacting the community that you come from or people that you know. So I come from hood. That's why you see the chains there, because this is breaking generational curses when you go to hooded, when you keep graduating. You not only excel in one skill, you excel in multiple skills. And most people will think, oh, hood to hooded, you need to go to school. No, hood to hooded is a mindset. It's when you elevate a lot of millionaires didn't even go to school. They just had that mindset to win. They had that mindset to break something that was holding them back. Whether this was embedded from the economic psychology of history that was forced on you, you don't even know that you're in this mindset, in the matrix, you can still break that. But it starts with here, your medulla oblongata, your brain. Right now, trade school is much better than going to college because a lot of the college graduates, I'm assuming you're going to say they can't find jobs. What's up, Corey, John? Thank you for getting the #1 gift badge. Having been able to get a job in trade school is needed, they say. Period. Now, for me, I have ideas about that. If you're going to do engineering or any of the STEM, then you have to go to school. You want to be a dentist, they made it where you have to go to school. But some of trade school make millionaires. Trade school definitely make millionaires. But guess what? A lot of high schools don't even teach that. They don't even teach that. They say that the baby boomers have all left and they need new people to take their place. What? And jobs. I hate how TikTok cut you off. They need to give you a little more space to write. So that's what's going on. The baby boomers getting old. And in the day of internet, the youth don't really want to go and do manual labor. You're so right about making millionaires because there are jobs out there but nobody to fill them. Exactly. Nobody to fill them. Basic Joke Lab just got the #1 gifter badge. Okay, overtaken by Corey John. Did you get a chance to watch any videos I made? Clifford 2000 film, I'm gonna be honest with you, I haven't. I have not. I have been running like a chicken with my head cut off this week because I'm short staffed right now. And I'm training an intern, so. But I have not forgot about you. And it was someone else I gotta go and check them out 6 p.m. Lisa. I ain't forgot about you either, Lisa. I didn't forget about you. But yeah, back to our discussion. Thank you for following. Orangel. I think I said that right. I follow you to the end. What? Don't do that. Orangel just got the #2 gift their badge. Okay, let's get into the topic, guys, because I'll lose my focus on what we got a good discussion going on here. So, trade school, very, very important. A lot of people can sometimes double, triple their income just by going to trade school, and they don't know it. I've had people, young people, when I was in dental school who probably didn't want to go to do that route, but I'm like, hey, don't go do the labor route. Go to technical school, trade school. And now they are with people who make less than them but went to college, and they do dental hygiene. Dental hygiene is a 2-year program. Dental hygienists are getting $50 to $75 an hour right now for 2 years of school for cleaning teeth. But you won't go level up. You won't spend 40 years hoping that they're going to give you a $2 raise or one. It's not going to happen. And imagine you get that $1 a year. That's not enough. We got to think with abundance, guys. That's why we're going over. Thank you for following. I don't know who that is. Texas Lady 8995. And they don't have a loan to pay off from college. My sister is a dental hygienist, and I bet she make good money. And yes, then they don't have a loan to pay off from college like me. I got so much student loan debt. But I didn't let it scare me because I was coming from the hood. I was like, I'm going to get it by any means necessary. I'm going to become a doctor, and my dream going to pay for me. I don't know how, but that's when your belief in yourself meet in alignment. She's making $60 an hour, period. This is what I'm saying. And she went to school for 2 years. I didn't say it was an easy 2 years. Don't get it twisted. It's not easy, but it's 2 years that you could stay committed. And there are so many other trades like that. So many. People always like shitting on plumbers, no pun intended, but they make guap, especially if you learn this skill and now you open a business. Come on. Good morning, Lipton Nomi. Good morning, my dear. Morning. So the trades is making more than the college grads right now. So you gotta be smart. So when I'm talking to my niece and they want money, I'm like, hey man, what you want to do when you grow up? They don't have an idea. I'm like, you gotta know this first. Like, you can't just keep going through life not knowing. I'm a nurse. She makes more than me, and I bet you went to school longer than her. Texas Lady 899 just got the #1 gift their badge. Plumbers make WAP. Thank you, Kimberly, Corey. You can't find a plumber, somebody to work on your car to save your life. Facts. Thank you for following, Kimberly Blunt 49. I can't see, y'all. I don't know why I can't see. I need me like a little pad. I'm from Italia. It's 2 p.m. here. Well, for me, it's not 2 p.m. Thanks for the joining the fan club, Corey John. It is let's see what time it is here. It's 8:34 a.m. and you said it is 2 p.m. in Italy? That is crazy. Alright, so yeah, trades pay the bills. But going to high school and not going to get a trade, or just going straight to work, or just staying in that little mindset where this is gonna be the way to get a million is not gonna happen. 6:30 a.m. Wow. So these are 10 money myths that keep the Niji communities broke. Money is the root of all evil. You know, that is, some true. But greed is the root of all evil, not value exchange. Because some people get money and they actually invest into the community. They make sure they learn how to give it back. They know how to, not like the government trying to starve poor people. So greed is the root of all evil. All right. Number 2, we can't own anything. The system won't let us. That's something they tell us in the hood where I'm from. Would you react to some Italian songs? Not right now. I can't react right now because I'm in the middle of talking about money myths in the hood. And the underserved people. We can't own anything. The system won't let us. The truth is, ownership starts with paperwork, structure, and consistency. So you gotta get out of the mindset that you can't own nothing. You just gotta know how to level up, do the paperwork, and stop making excuses. Instead of doing the same thing every single day. Number 3, debt is always bad. Sometimes you use debt as a strategy to leverage and build assets. But when you playing with debt, you have to be careful, like we just talked about. Even going to college, sometimes it's taking on debt that might not pay you back, versus using your time to go and get a trade. I'm not knocking college now, because I had to go to college to become a doctor. So I'm not knocking college at all, but it has to make sense. Some parents just force their kids to go to college because it look good. They're not thinking about the debt. Or is my child going to be able to get a real job from this? I saw a video yesterday. Well, this girl, she was like, I got 4 degrees and I can't find a job. Someone mentioned that in the live. And I'm thinking, okay, but what is her degrees in? She was like, her degree was in art, journalism. She had a master's in art again. And I'm like, that's going to be hard. You had to have a plan to do these degrees. Like, if your plan is to do these art degrees and maybe open up an art gallery and display some of your stuff and have host sipping paint, I don't know. But if you just did it thinking that you're going to get hired with a degree like that, that's kind of going into it blindly, taking on a lot of debt because you just want to say, damn, I got 4 degrees. You can't do that. You actually need to go look up what you want to do, what you want to be, and see how much they make. So people make it like, oh, you're not supposed to talk about the money, but you gotta know about the money. May I ask you what your doctorate is in? Just curious. I have a doctorate in dental surgery, so I'm a dentist. Like now, I'm getting ready to go and see patients in a couple minutes, actually. Number 4, rich people sold out. That's a myth. Many people invested wisely and networked smart. You just being a hater. You being a hater when you say things like that. And it's because you have that economic psychology that says, I didn't come from nothing. I was taught that money was bad. I can't have nothing. I can't do nothing. I can't be nothing. Oh, rich people sold out. It's not always the case. Everybody didn't sell their soul to get money. Because when you stop thinking about money so like it's impossible to get, you get more of it. It don't even become so hard because you're not so greedy with it. See, the thing about having a scarce mindset, that makes you kind of like hold on to everything. You scared to invest. You scared. You just want to hold. And it actually works the opposite. It doesn't work in your favor to think like that. You're supposed to use money as like, you're really supposed to pimp money out. You know what I'm saying? You're supposed to put it on the stock market and learn how to do that. Go get you some real estate, get some land, see how you can flip this money. She's a DDS just like my dragon. Period. All right. Number 5, education guarantees wealth. That is another myth. And we already bust that one open before we even went to the list. So y'all on fire, chat. Y'all are on fire. Y'all on fire. Thank you for following and tapping the hearts. But my dragon's case, the DDS stands for Dragon of Dental Sagacity? Sagacity? How do you say that word? That's funny. Sagacity. See, you learn something new every day. I gotta go and look up how to sagacity. Hold on, let's turn this up. Oh, no. Hold on, let's.
Sagacity.
Oh, I had it right. Sagacity. Okay, using big words. What does sagacity mean? Is the quality of being sagacious. Sagacious, wisdom. Sagacity equals wisdom. Oh, wisdom, intelligence, understanding, judgment, acuity, astuteness. What's up, Auntie? Dennis Robloxian. What's up, Dennis Robloxian? You just taught me a new word. Sagacity, wisdom. Thank you, Clifford 2000 fan. I'm gonna have to use that. So we trying to get some sagacity today. We trying to be very sagacious. Learns a new word and implements it immediately. That's me. Alright, so education guarantees wealth. This is a myth. Education doesn't guarantee wealth. Strategy with your education guarantees wealth. Because if you're getting the education, you don't have a strategy, then you're not thinking too smart. Like when I tell people, hey, go do dental hygiene. Because I've had some young ladies who was going to do other things. I'm like, no. Before you go do this and go down this path and trying to make, $15, $20 an hour, do this path, you're going to make double. That way you can invest in what you really want to do. If this is what you really don't want to do, at least you're going to be making more. But hopefully you really want to do it because it's not easy. I'm new here. What's cracking? Nothing cracking. We just hanging out talking about money myths that keep niche communities broke. And we are on number 5. The number 5 money myth is education guarantees wealth, which is not true. Applied knowledge guarantees your wealth. Just like the trades, just like investing, learning different money tools, and not being afraid to fail, not being afraid to succeed, not being fearful of everything, and also being unapologetic and living in your truth and doing things that you love. I know we all heard the phrase, if you do something you love, you never work a day in your life. So if you're doing something you don't love, that's why you work every day of your life. because you don't do something you love. How do you do something you love? Only you can determine that. What brings you happiness and joy from the inside out? What is that? I like streaming, so that's why I do it. Even though this isn't my primary job, I still like it, so I do it because I love it. And I like kind of teaching. And when I teach, I get taught back. Like I just learned a new word today. Sagacious. Sagacity. Don't play with my sagacity. I don't even know if I'm using that right, but it sounds good. Okay, so the number 6 myth is cash is king. So the truth is cash flow and credit positioning are the real rulers. Learning how to use credit so you're not using all your money. The number one book that we all should read in the hood is Rich Dad Poor Dad. Another book that you all should read is the book by the Budgetnista, and there are so many others to help you understand cash flow. I'm learning cash flow as a business owner, as a dental practice, because it's a lot of things moving, and you gotta learn it. You gotta learn how to keep your cash flow at a certain level so that you don't go out of business. So credit is the way that you position yourself to really boss up. But this isn't a credit class, but it's just one of those myths that cash is king. Cash is king, but credit is queen, I guess you could say. For real, auntie, I'm in my last year in computer science, but I'm trying to become a Roblox YouTuber instead. I like gaming way more. Dennis Robloxian, if you in your last year of computer science, that is definitely going to help you become a Roblox YouTuber because you are studying something with computers. Now, I don't really know much about computer science, so, but I feel like that ties into what you're trying to do. You just need to finish the degree at this point because you're doing it. Use your education maybe to teach something about what you learn on YouTube, or go get that job and just do Roblox YouTubing on the side until you actually grow your channel. I've been growing my YouTube channel for 10 years, but I was also in dental school that time. I wasn't taking YouTube serious at the time, but now I am. So it's all a process. And all the kids love Roblox. That's like one of the most popular games there is. I even tried to play streaming in Roblox, but I got confused with Roblox and I just gave up. I was like, this is too much for me. So you can even help me figure out Roblox. You can even help me, so do it. My thing is do it. Don't ever let anybody count you out of dreams that seem like a little bizarre. Because people don't do them. They don't think outside the box. Nah, I'm a random dude. I just see here as my auntie because she's older and wise, I feel. She said, is that your real nephew? That's too funny. I mean, that's the wrong button. Alright, guys, let's get through this. I gotta go in like a couple minutes. So, number 7, money myth that keep the needy community broke is we don't need life insurance. That's for white folks. I'm sorry, that's what they say. This is just like in Africa. No. So, we don't need life insurance. That is such a myth. Life insurance is another money tool. Insurance is the seed fund for generational wealth. So, don't think about it as so bad. A lot of us struggle and continue to struggle. We know we all have to leave. I lost my mom when I was only 7.5 years old. She was a 14-year-old mother when she had me. So she died in her early 20s. So this is something unexpected. So we weren't like, it just happened. So you never know when people are going to leave. You just never know. What's up, auntie? What's up, God _God? That's a funny name. Number 8, I don't make enough to invest. If you've been following the Hood to the podcast, you know you can do fractional investing on apps like Webull, where you can invest and buy parts of a stock. You might not own a lot of the stock, but at least you're trying to make an effort. You can get on apps like Acorn, and it can automatically take the change that you're spending on your car and invest it for you. And before you know it, you have this emergency fund because you was investing little or nothing. $5 a week, $10 a week. Even if you young, learn the stock market. I promise you, that's the one thing I really wish I would have known as a kid, man. I'm like, damn, ain't nobody even ever said the word. Here I am watching all these company tickers all the time on the news. Ain't nobody ever said a word on how to do this. Why is it like that? Why is it like that in the hood when you come from poverty? Why wouldn't we be doing the opposite? Actually teaching how to get out of poverty versus continuing to put kids in the cycle, teaching them pseudo history, not teaching them about building wealth. The number 9 myth that keeps the money myth that keep needy communities broke is we have to do it alone. This is a myth. What's up? What are we talking about? We're talking about money myths that keep the needy communities broke, underserved, copper tone, melanated communities broke. That's what I've been wanting to learn is stocks. Well, make sure you follow us because we learn the stocks together here on this podcast. Every Friday we do financial literacy Fridays, and we do demos. And right now we're working through Webull, paper trading, where you can go and use $1 million and practice like you're investing in the stock market. So you don't have to practice with your real money. You can practice with paper money. Okay, take care. God bless. What's up, Mimi? Take time. Have a good day. I'm from India. Hey, where did you get that brain hat from? Did you make it? No, this is in the TikTok shop. Because I got my thinking cap on. Hello. Yes, I'm that Kenny. So you don't have to do it alone. We talked about Black Wall Street and how wealth thrives in circulation and collaboration. So when we try to, do things that prevent everybody from being able to achieve wealth, stolen land, forced labor, redlining, denial of credit, inequality, this means that that's trying to prevent the circulation and collaboration in building wealth. I'll be here Friday. I can't wait to see you. So you don't have to do it alone. We have to do it as a community. Unity. This is what makes it go faster and smarter. For example, studying for dental school exams, if you try to go and do it alone, you probably won't get a good grade or it's going to be super hard. When I got to dental school, I learned that studying in a group, I learned this way faster. I learned so much more because I would teach, my study buddies would teach, and we would just remember it faster. I'm like, damn, why didn't I think about studying in a group before? You should wear hoodies. A purple color looks damn good on your face cut. I might have to get a purple hoodie. That's one of my favorite colors, actually. All right, so the number 10 myth is the system is too rigged to try. The system is too jacked up to try. What time am I here on Fridays? I am here every day, 8 a.m. ish, because I am doing a 365-day streaming challenge called the Consistency Challenge, where I show up every day for an hour. So I'll be here every day with a different topic. But Friday we do financial literacy. What if my dentist dragon wears something like that when he gives his lectures about teeth? Interesting. Good idea. That could be interesting. So no, that's a myth. The system is ragged, but that doesn't mean that we can't try. All right. So if you want to attract wealth, you have to get a new mindset and new beliefs to circulate in your body. You can't be thinking all of these things that keep us broke. Okay? So replace the myths with these mantras. I circulate money with purpose. So when you circulating money, you're not just out here buying stuff, spending unwisely. You actually thinking about, how can I grow this money? The biggest lie they told me as a little kid was, you think money grow on trees? Well, actually it grows from a plant, and that plant is cotton. Now, I did a lecture on cotton to let you know how cheap it is to make money. They can make like $80,000 from $1 worth of cotton. I know that's going a little too deep right now because we don't have time to go into that, but the point is, stop thinking that money is just so scarce, because it's not. All right? The next mantra that we're going to say before we get off of here is, every dollar I manage wisely multiplies my sovereignty. We're going to say that again. Every dollar that you manage is going to wisely, sagaciously, because we just learned that word here. Well, I just learned that word. It's going to sagaciously multiply your sovereignty. It's going to make you free. Free with your time, free with your mind, free with your creativity, so that you can do more and not work so hard. Because we not working hard, we working smart. Smart. I'm messing up all my words today, y'all. And the last one is, I am not broke. I am in financial training. I feel the same way. As a dentalpreneur, every day I'm in financial training because I have to manage capital and pay stuff and manage. It's just a lot. But we don't quit. We keep going. Because every dollar we manage, remember, this gets us closer to our sovereignty, closer to being financially free. So real money, wealth moves that you can make today is to open a business account if you have a business. If you have a business, you don't have a business account, you're not registered, then you're not really legal. You want to kind of open the business account. Or if you don't have a business account and you just work, you want to just have a bank account where you set up automatic investments. Even if it's $10 a week, guys. This is the thing you learn about investing, that it compounds. There's compound interest. And I should actually do a live on compound interest and break it down so that I can understand it better and that we can learn that as a community so it can help us in the future. Another thing is learn tax strategy and the benefits of having a business. Even if you are thinking, oh, well, I don't know what business to have, just think, go use AI. Ask AI to ask you some questions to help you figure out what you like to do and start a business. Just figure it out. And learn how to use the tax advantage, the tax code. That's another key. Use digital banking, side hustles, and community reinvestment, which is something that I feel we need a lot more of, which is community reinvestment in ourselves. And then the tools that we already mentioned, Webull. I love Webull for the paper trading capability. We paper trading on there right now. We just did some paper trades last week. We will look into those on Thursday and see what's going on with our trades that we made last week, and then invest more with our $1 million in paper trades. So you want to know how it feel to have $1 million before you get it and see how you can invest it and what would you do if you was on the stock market? Go download Webull and start paper trading today. Robinhood is another app which is a little bit easier than Webull, so you can buy those fractional shares of stock, amen, and reinvest in the youth. Absolutely. That's the whole goal, to reinvest in the youth, because without them, the world is lost. Acorns. I love Acorns. That's another one that can help you have another little pocket of money. Sunbit. We use Sunbit at our dental practice. See which dentist in your area offers Sunbit for your smile. You know, I gotta throw the teeth in there. Make sure you brush and floss your teeth today. Okay, Sunbit is financing. You need a 500 minimum credit score. It's a soft credit pool, and it can help you finance dental care without having insurance and paying a small bill. That's a tool. And then HSA accounts. Use your HSA accounts to your advantage as well. Okay, even if you have a business, you can set it up for insurance, all of these different things. So in closing, audit your last 7 days of spending and rewrite everything that you can afford and how you can afford it. So go back, see what you've been spending, and see if you really can afford it, or could you not buy this and invest and try to grow it. So we are the descendants of entrepreneurs, not employees. Our ancestors traded so many things, agriculture, seashells, all different things before colonizers printed paper. So we have to continue with this mindset to break the poverty, the scarcity mindset that kind of traps us in the hood, or traps us and makes us think that we can't be more. So I'm here to tell you today, you can be more, we will be more, and we're just going to continue to grow. So this has been another episode of the Hood to Hood podcast. I got to kind of end it early today, guys, because I need to get ready for my patient. Thank you for following. Giving the gift badger shells. Hey, cuz, I can't believe I stumbled on your live. What's up, Shell? How you feeling? Thank you for the heart, me. I think that's what that is. What's going on? Mr. Viral just became number 5 in the fan club. Go ahead and get your heart, me guys. If Julian and the dentist dragon, the dragon dentist gets adapted into a movie, I'd imagine the titular dragon having a deep voice, a mix of Patrick Stewart and Sean Connery with a splash of James Earl Jones. Ooh, that's a very unique voice you just created there. Alright, guys. I'm making it. How are you? Hold on. Let me see what shield this is. Oh, what's up, boo? What's going on? I gotta follow you. Oh my gosh, you already following me. Have a fantastic day. You too, Texas Lady 8995. Alright, guys. Thank you for the 3.3K hearts. Any last minute questions before I end this live? Have you seen Dragonheart? I have not seen Dragonheart. Clifford 2000 fan. Have a fantastic day. Have you... Oh, I think I already answered that question. No, I haven't seen Dragonheart. I don't even know what that is. Oh, maybe is that a movie? Like, tell me more. Because I could be lying. I don't know. If that's a movie, then maybe. Mr. Viral just got the number 1 gifter badge. All right. Well, if we have no questions, I will see you guys tomorrow at 8 a.m. Thank you for helping us reach our heart goal of 1K hearts. And for everybody who followed, who joined the live, who participated, we're going from hood to hood. We leveling up. I appreciate the good energy. I'm loving it here. I can't wait for tomorrow at 8 a.m. But I got to go see my patient, so I got to go. Yes, Sean Connery was the dragon in that movie. I got to look that up. I think I've seen that movie before. If that is, I think I've seen that maybe. Alright, guys, I can sit here and talk and then I'll be late, so I really gotta go. See y'all later. Bye. Bye, Michelle. Alright, Clipper 2000 fan. Anybody else watching on TikTok, YouTube, Twitch, I will holla. Y'all have a wonderful day.